Hey guys, welcome back to the Barcelona career mode here on FIFA 22. Thank you for all of your feedback on the last episode, by the way. I have adjusted a couple of things in the squad as per your suggestion. I've also updated the Excel spreadsheet with regards to the wages, so we have a new picture as to what the financial situation is at the club. So I've reduced the number of big players' wages to Stegen, Alba, PK, Sergio Roberto I couldn't because obviously we've already negotiated a contract with him earlier in the save. Busquets, Frenkie de Jong, Memphis Depay, I tried and couldn't get him to negotiate a bit of a wage cut, but the others all took wage cuts. So our current situation is that we're only about basically we're less than 20 million euro a year from the wage budget that we've built, wage cap that we've been set by La Liga, and obviously that will be increasing each year depending on what the financial situation is like at the club. And as things stand, the financial situation is improving. We've made a profit overall, including transfers in and out, of nearly 300 million euros so far this year. And hopefully, with some prize money, we shall make some more between now and the end of the season. Speaking of prize money, we could find ourselves in a cup final should we avoid defeat in this game against Villarreal in the Copa del Rey semi-final second leg. We, of course, won by 2 goals still in leg 1. Looking to replicate that in leg 2. We'll then sim Elche and play Lazio and see how that first leg goes. If it goes really well, then we'll sim Osasuna and Lazio and then play Real Madrid at the end of the month. If it doesn't go that well, then we'll sim Osasuna and then play the second leg against Lazio, and that Real Madrid game will come in the next episode on Monday. So without any further ado, I have put Pedri back at centre mid at your request, and Ansu Fati is back in the starting lineup. You guys would prefer that way round rather than Pedri wide left and Ricky Puig in that right centre mid spot with Fati on the bench. You'd rather Fati starts. That's absolutely fine. Consider it done. Thank you for the pronunciation advice as well for Veenstra and for Martin. So that also will be taken on board. Appreciate it very much indeed. Right, let's go and play Villarreal and let's keep our unbeaten home streak going, and in the process get ourselves to a cup final in year 1. Now we already know that Sevilla are through to the final as potential opponents. It will be a side in red and white playing in the final, but they beat Atletico Madrid and knocked them out. The lineup here for Villarreal is a 4-3-3 with Rulli, Gaspar, Albiol, Mandy, Moreno, Benassa, Chukwueze, Trigueros, Parejo and Danjuma, with Gerard Moreno through the middle up top. And my lineup is much changed thanks to the nature of the fixture list and the fact that we're already 2-0 up here. So PK, Sergio Roberto, Nico Gonzalez, Dembele, Correa and Veenstra gets his debut as well in the cup here too. So we're waiting to see if he's any good. We know that he's got good dribbling and half-decent pace, but it's his passing and shooting that need improving. But that's what we're training him for, and he does have potential to be a very good player for the club long term. So we're hoping that it'll be another Dutch connection for us. We had Dutch delight in the last episode with Memphis Depay and Frenkie de Jong being involved in excellent moves, but a brilliant move from Villarreal there at the start of the game, and after 4 minutes we're 1-0 down and haven't touched the ball yet. So it's not going particularly well. We'll try and stop them doing that again, otherwise our potential cup final appearance will be very much under threat. They scored that goal without me touching the ball at all. That is nasty from Gerard Moreno. He'll only get a yellow, but he's I'm sure it's at least a yellow, but it won't be a red because referee allowed play to continue. But that was disgusting. So he's got a goal and now booking in the opening 8 minutes. And, well, we didn't touch the ball at all in their move from kickoff to goal. So I'm certainly hoping we get a little bit more of a foothold in the game now. And with that booking, that might actually give us a bit of an advantage because they'll be a little bit less aggressive when pressing in the final third. So hopefully we'll be under a little bit less threat when we win the ball back from them in scenarios like this. advantage played. Joe Moreno fouling the goalkeeper and could actually well have found himself picking up a second yellow there if the referee was so inclined. Jordi Alba will look for Correa here. It's a lovely ball, and we'll just lay that across. And Pedri will look for Dembele through the gap. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's a good save by Rulli. We'll keep that in if we can. We can't. It'll be a corner. We'll look for Piqué or Araujo or Enrique in the box from the corner. And maybe we'll have a goal ourselves. Gerard Piqué with the captain's armband for today. We've equalised. And it's the big man. 1-1, 3-1. Back in control. They scored from kickoff once. They'll try and do it again. He's got the pace to get past Sergio Roberto there. It was an excellent burst. Parejo to Danjuma. He's tried it again. He's done it again. He's got the support in Danny Parejo. And here's Moreno. Oh, whether the first shot was on target and it needed the save or not, I'm not sure. But ter Stegen wasn't taking any chances. It did slide off his boot. I think it probably needed the save. Villarreal very nearly did go straight from kickoff and score again. Pedri will clear that only as far as Danjuma. And Parejo, Albiol, Trigueros, Gerard Moreno. Good block by Piqué. Having a good game, Mr. Peaks. Veenstra. In there to Pedri. Dembele's looking through that gap. It's an excellent run. He's onside. We'll just, dink it and try and find Correa. It's not possible. We scored from our last corner. We scored from this one. It's Dembele that's up. Gerard Moreno is there as well. I'm trying to sprint towards it and he won't let me, but Pedri will get there. Veenstra. It's got 5-star weak foot, so it doesn't matter what side he's on. Pedri. Oh, that wasn't necessarily what I was looking for, but I'll take it. And Dembele very nearly found what he was looking for. A goal. We'll try again. Dembele, can he be assist provider again? Not quite. Pedri will get this quickly out wide, but the referee will place half-time whistle. It's 1-1 at the break, but we look the more likely to score the second goal in this game. Not that we need one at the minute, but it's a very even tie so far. Oh, we nearly intercepted that. Pedri, Sergio Roberto trying to get out there, but Danjuma turn away from him. Alberto Moreno into Benassa. Oh, hello. Oh, God, thank you, Gerard. That was very, very close. Piqué. Gerard Piqué, not Gerard Moreno. Very nearly. Oh, go on then. Through that gap. Lovely ball by Ansu Fati. Enrique looking to get away. Enrique Correa loves a goal in this cup competition and has done so again. If we weren't already in control of this tie, we definitely are now. 4-1 up on aggregate and cruising through to the final of the Copa del Rey against Sevilla. Lovely. Let's make some changes to take some first-team players out of the game and rest some legs if we can ahead of that game against Lazio. Danjuma. Gavi intercepts off the bench, having an immediate impact. Veenstra hurdles the attempted challenge to break his legs. Ansu Fati found well. And Enrique Correa back to Ansu Fati. Oh, swing and a miss. At thin air, unfortunately. Sergio Roberto trying to get through. Danjuma's in. Piqué's with him. I'm waiting for the cross. Thankfully didn't come. Support arriving. Alberto Moreno. Benassa. Parejo. Moreno squeezes at home. They're still fighting Villarreal. It's probably too little too late. I hope. Araujo steps in. That will fall free to Gavi. Out to Dembele. Sergio Roberto was rather eager to get involved then. Inside looking for Correa. And here comes Veenstra looking for Ansu Fati. Oh, good save. No, not a good save. I thought the keeper got a touch on it. Swept wide from Ansu Fati. Didn't need the save. He was at full stretch to keeps, and I thought he'd gotten a touch to it, but no. Wide of the target. We stay at 2-2. And we've gotten away comfortably. We'll look to finish the game off here if we can. Duarte's come on for Jordi Alba at left-back. Obviously, he's not a left-back, but I just needed to get... Oh, no, it's Gerard Moreno. You idiot, mate. Come on. You don't make challenges like that when you're on a yellow card already. What a moron. Danjuma, Benassa, Alberto Moreno, Danjuma. Nicely through the gap to Benassa. And there's a man free in the middle. It's Iborra. It wouldn't have meant anything had it gone in. Other than we'd have been annoyed. No, it would have meant everything had it gone in. For my unbeaten streak, wouldn't it? I need to not concede here. It only just occurred to me that I need to keep these out. So all of a sudden, it's all hands on deck. It doesn't matter for the result, for getting through to the final, but it absolutely matters for the board. Please, ref. Thank you. We're in the 97th minute into the 98th minute by the time the final whistle goes. We remain unbeaten at home on a streak and are through to the Copa del Rey final. Gerard Moreno grabbing a goal and then a swift yellow card, and then at the end getting himself sent off. Not gone too well for him. 4-1 Sevilla against Atleti, 4-2 Barcelona against Villarreal. It will be Barca versus Sevilla for the Copa del Rey final, which I don't believe is scheduled right at the end of the year, is it? No, it's not. Not even close. It's in April here, as you can see. We'll do that as a one-game special. Because there's... Yeah, we'll do that as a one-game special, probably. Unless you'd rather it was just as part of a regular episode. It's up to you. Let me know in the comment section. Would you rather I didn't make a one-game special out of the game against Sevilla? Or for our first cup final, shall I make a one-game special out of it? It's up to you. If you'd like to see it, then let me know. If not, then never mind. Maybe I'll do it as an extra upload. Let me know. Let me know. We'll sim this one against Elche. We rested most people for that last game. I'll actually throw Longley in at left back. I am lacking with defenders. Could really do with sorting that wage cap out so that we can start picking up new players in positions where we're lacking depth, and we are most certainly lacking depth. Progress assessment, brand exposure. Well, I'm getting there. I'm not going to do the South American one, obviously, but I'm trying to get the streak together, lads, if you don't mind. Right, I will see you at home against Lazio then for the second knockout round, but first played knockout round of the Europa League. News from Liverpool. We asked them if they would pay Sergi Roberto's release clause. They have agreed. Sergi Roberto, provided he agrees contract terms, which you imagine he will leave us in the summer, which almost certainly will take us back below the wage cap, but most certainly will deny us the opportunity to have any depth whatsoever in defence. Because Longley's leaving, I will literally have PK and only PK as backup for my 4 first-team defenders. I'm really hoping that our Spanish young scout, or just our young scout in general, that's out looking for... Have I got defence-minded? I don't have defence-minded. We might have to change that between now and the end of the season. We have a Dutch... Well, not attacker, actually. We have a Dutch player that could be very good. We haven't really had much luck in Brazil. I'm going to recall that scout from Brazil for now. I'll send him back to Brazil, but I'll send him looking for defensive players rather than forward-thinking players. Because, well, quite frankly, as you could probably imagine, I need some defenders. You saw Lazio's lineup on the previous screen, but these are their ratings. Strakosha, Lazzari, Radu, Acerbi and Husai, Escalante, Milinkovic-Savic, Luis Alberto, Felipe Anderson, Ciro Immobile and Adnan Januzaj as a front 3. It's a narrow midfield 3, so we'll try and get around the outside of them if we can, or just find some space in the central areas. But we are at full strength for this game, so I would like a result to match. There is already space for Pedri to get into outside of those midfield 3. And Frenkie de Jong too. You can see they're so central, those 3 in midfield, that we're just going to be able to pick them apart, I hope. And here is Pedri pushing through that space. Very nearly giving us the first goal of the game. Strakosha with a decent save. De Jong will deliver the set piece. It's decent. Radu's underneath it, but it will fall to Pedri. He'll go for it again, but missed the target on this occasion. Worth a go, though. De Jong. Out to Ansu Fati. There's probably a foul in there somewhere. Luis Alberto. Waiting for the ball through the gap. It's not going to come. So Eric Garcia will close him down and get there. Oh, Pedri's touch wasn't the best, but we'll find Ferran Torres. And I see Mingueza will look for a counter-attack, a swift counter-attack. I've tried the slower football so far against Lazio and it hasn't been working. So perhaps taking it up a notch is the way forward. Lovely ball. Ferran Torres can't find the space for the shot, unfortunately. Or at least to get a shot cleanly away on goal. Someone who's in cleanly on goal is Adnan Januzaj, but he's slowed up a little bit. But they'll still score. Milinkovic-Savic, his man in support, swept into the back of the net off that left-hand post. And we do trail at home in the Europa League. I don't know why Januzaj turned back in the first place, but to be honest, keeper's unsighted. He didn't stand a chance. I was hoping I could get a block on it with Araujo as he came across, but he's played it behind me, to be fair. Look at that. It's a wonderful finish. 1-0 Lazio. To Ansu Fati. 5 goals in 7 games for Milinkovic-Savic. It just said on the graphic that will be cut because I wasn't commentating that particular moment. But obviously showing that Lazio are a decent team. They evidently won their group to get to this point in the competition. And are proving that they were good value for that because they're currently doing very, very well against one of Europe's best, I guess is the phrase you'd use for this Barcelona side. We're second in, like, even though we're having a slow day at the office and we have a lot of young players, we're still second in La Liga. And Barcelona is still a massive club. We are one of the biggest sides in Europe, even if we're not one of the best sides in Europe yet. But we're certainly still one of the best sides in Spain. And Lazio are playing very well against us so far. And I wouldn't say deserve the 1-0 lead, but you can't deny them getting it because it was such a good finish. So we'll try and come back in this second half. Obviously, I want to avoid losing a home game if we can, because I want to appease the board as many ways as possible this season to ensure that we keep our job. Because moving forward, next season might actually be tougher than this, because of the nature of the finances and having to move more players on and relying even more heavily on young youth players that we don't have much quality with. But hopefully we can get ourselves a decent result here. I'll try and get this back to Memphis, which he's done well. Oh, and he still managed to get a save out the goalkeeper. Memphis Depay coming close. Right, we'll look for a Araujo or Mingueza or a Cherby. Ferran Torres, how's he touch? Not bad. Good lad. Quickly. Oh, it's Araujo, though. With his head, yes. With his feet, not so much. Oh, nice touch by Memphis. And Ansu Fati was onside. Trying to show some quick feet and quick footwork to get away. Ferran Torres will find Frenkie de Jong. Oh, but the pass isn't quick enough or good enough. And with half an hour to play, I tell you what, I might actually lose this. Pedri to Frenkie. Trying to get away from Lazzari. Come off the bench for them here to have an effect. Pass wasn't meant for Alba, but never mind. Come on, Frenkie, keep that run going. And we will look for you. Oh, Pedri, please. Oh, it's a heavy touch, though. Yeah, there we go. We're level. It's really well worked. Again, the Barcelona way. If you can't go forwards, go sideways or backwards, and eventually you'll find a way through. Milinkovic-Savic out wide to Felipe Anderson. Gimme. Please. Oh, that was nice. Less of that, please. Yes, Araujo. More of that, please. Forward to Ferran Torres. Keep going, Ferran. We'll play the 1-2. Looking to get away. Not much room, but there is plenty of support. Oh, if only that ball had found its way through. We've been so close to a couple of goals like that in this save so far. And I'm devastated that they haven't actually gone through, because they'd have been the most beautiful and gorgeous of through balls and goals to score. Keep it in! Sure, just let him have a corner, mate. Oh, I know you're tired, but you've got to be better than that. Adnan Januzaj to deliver the ball in from the far side. They've made a change. Lucas Leiva is the man on the field of play. So they're obviously just trying to hold on to what they've got in the final few minutes, but there is only a minute and a half left. So that will be all she wrote for the Europa League round of 16, leg 1 today. But because this game has been so close and I can't guarantee progression, we will play leg 2 today too. the gap at the top of the table has shrunk to a single point. A single point. Don't tell me that that could actually happen this season. Actually, one thing I do need to do is double check how long we got till the next leg. Long enough. Long enough. Don't tell me we could actually potentially win La Liga in the first season of a Barcelona rebuild. We keep the unbeaten run going thanks to Memphis Depay. They went down to 10 men after half an hour, but were still able to pull a goal back. Memphis actually grabbing a brace in that game and continuing his run and push for top goal scorer in La Liga. It's going very well for him so far this year. In fact, I'll give you a quick rundown of who my top goal scorers, etc. are and assists. Ter Stegen has already played 43 games for us this year, which is ridiculous, including... no, it's not even including pre-season. four games in friendly matches. You can see down the bottom there. Don't know why it's added at the bottom there. That's weird. Regardless, goal scorers: Memphis Depay 21 and 14 assists as well. Incredible season for Memphis Depay for us at the moment. Frenkie de Jong 11 and 11 as well, so he's having a wonderful time. Griezmann is doing a decent job for Atleti actually, but I'm looking forward to getting him off the wage bill next season. Pedri with 12 assists and 9 goals. Really pleased with him from a wide position and centrally, of course, now too. To be honest, Correa is up to 70 and he's got 3 goals in 3 Copa del Rey appearances, 2 goals in 2 Europa League appearances, and 3 goals in 10 La Liga games. 9 in 19 total. Not bad, you know. Ansu Fati with 8. Ousmane Dembele with 7 and 6. And just a few from a number of other players. Memphis. Miralem Pjanic with 1 goal and 2 assists in the Champions League for Besiktas. Presumably they're not in the Europa League anymore. But we've got a number of players out on loan that hopefully we can move on next season. Unfortunately, none of them defenders. So I really am actually Balde's out on loan. 1 defender. I really am short of defensive defensive players. Right, okay, let's head towards that second leg against Lazio then, and let's try and get the game or the job done. I'm glad I can still count on you, Sergio. Thank you very much. At least getting reports Sergio Roberto has been sold then officially to Liverpool. I've sent that scout out now looking in Brazil for defence-minded players. But some of these guys that are potential ranges of 76 to 94, they're still not, even with a position change, proving to be that good. So I think I'm only going to... but I do need a right back. We'll see what you're like. I was literally about to say, I think I'll only sign players that are $1 million plus, but we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Maybe some of those guys are going to end up having good defensive stats, though I highly doubt it. See, 70 to 94, 6'2", could be decent, but you just can't be sure. I want players that are valued in the millions, just to guarantee that they're going to be good long term, like Duarte was. We got lucky with Veenstra, I think. I don't think he was value. Was his value over $1 million? I can't recall actually. I don't think it was, but with a position change, we've been able to alter him. This guy is now going to striker from Cam, makes him a 60. Sorry, to Cam from a striker, which makes him a 67 rated Cam, Miguel Ribeiro. So he could potentially be someone to keep a keen eye on moving forward as well, with a loan spell or two. Again, I think unlike Veenstra, he does need a little bit more dribbling stat, but I don't know where to show. It's 13 weeks for everything really, so let's concentrate on his passing first because that's lower, and then maybe he might be someone that could become of use later down the line. Leg 2 and Lazio are lined up similar, other than Marušić at right back. Lucas Leiva gets a start now rather than coming off the bench, and Pedro is in on the right hand side of their front 3. They do still have Felipe Anderson on the bench, and Escalante and Lazzari, so they're still going to be dangerous. We've made a couple of changes. I've got Real Madrid in 3 days' time. I have to bear that in mind. It could decide the title. Dembele on the left, Gonzalez and Ricky Puig in midfield, and Piqué in defence. We just have to hope that we can get ourselves through this game and be fit enough in most areas to get ourselves through the game against Real Madrid as well. But it's 1-1 from leg 1. Let's hope it's not 2-2 after leg 2. Oh. And we find ourselves going to a penalty shootout because I don't want to do that. We haven't had to so far. He's done me there with a drop of the shoulder. I was hoping that there'd be enough defenders in front of him still to get a block on it, though. But it turns out no. Luis Alberto gives Lazio an early lead. He's done me there. And then I hope there's 3 men there, but it just goes straight through the middle of the lot of them. PK backing away. Maybe I was in control of him. That might have something to do with it. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look in the edit, but... Face palms from me, and my in-game manager seems to agree. Xavi Hernandez exasperated as Lazio take an early 1-0 lead and a 2-1 lead in this second leg. Let's not crash out of the Europa League as well as crashing out of the Champions League. Not that Lazio would be crashing, but still. Oh, that's nasty. Yellow card for Pedro. Ricky Puig into Frankie. See Ferran is pointing for it to go out there to Mingueza. Oh, just came through the back of him there, the defender, and he's managed to get the ball away. And now here comes Nico Gonzalez in behind. Oh, sorry, Immobile in behind. Nico Gonzalez trying to chase him, can't get near him, and Ciro Immobile slams Lazio 2-0 in front. Not exactly how I wanted this second leg to go, to be completely honest. As you might well have imagined, we were hoping to go well in the Europa League this season, once we found ourselves in it. It's a competition you think, well, we might as well try and win it because hopefully moving forward we won't be in it again. But it's going to take quite the turnaround from here, and with a not weakened but certainly not full strength 11, that might be easier said than done. We still should have the quality we need to hopefully get the goals we want to get ourselves back in the tie. And that is the perfect response. A goal back immediately, and it's 3-2 on aggregate and 2-1 on the night, and we're not even at 20 minutes yet. Really well put together goal as well, actually, too. Really pleased with that. Alright, Garcia with the ping. Jordi Alba underneath it. Getting that goal back so early on has given me a little bit more faith, to be honest. I was a little bit concerned. Well, not even a little bit. I was a lot concerned. Oh, please be onside. You're not. I was a lot concerned when that second goal went in, thinking... we might get embarrassed here, but a little bit of hope is restored. Unless they go now and get a third and kind of do to me what we did to Villarreal. Obviously, we were 2-0 up from the first leg, and then they scored to make it 2-1. Oh, they scored to make it 2-1. Oh, as if it's going to make it all the way through. Obviously, they should never have had the chance in the first place because I gave away possession. Ah, it is literally what happened to Villarreal is happening to me. Ah. Takes 2 deflections and still finds Pedro, who smacks it off the post. It's really poor from me, though, passing out from the back. Should never give possession away like that. That little bit of hope that was starting to flicker. Fading fast. Mingueza, Ferran, Memphis, good footwork. No! Oh, God damn it. Well up, Mr. Garcia. Memphis has run offside. That's a strong challenge by Husai. And a fair one too. Immobile, dangerous. Got that sniff of a chance and just smacked it in earlier. Oh, 4-2 down on aggregate. It's not looking good, lads. It's not looking good. Immobile. Tackled well by Garcia. No. I tried to play that. Oh, get out of it. I tried to play it short. Sure, I tried to play it short and he's played it across the... Oh, I did. I tried to play it there to the number 28. And it's registered that as trying to go to Jordi Alba. Oh, kill me now. What a disastrous first half. against Lazio here at the Stadio Olimpico. Just embarrassing on all fronts. We crashed out of the Champions League and we are crashing out of the Europa League as well. All of the passing that's been so good this season, and in this one game, it's all falling apart. Can't believe it. Absolutely devastated. I'll whip this and... Oh, Ricky Puds gets to it but can't keep it down. Just feel a little bit depressed at the minute as this second half kicks off. I mean, if they can score 4.5, I can, but it's unlikely, isn't it? Decent delivery by Pedro, looking for a man on the edge of the box. Falls to Januzaj. We will get rid of it. Taking my time and picking my pass there rather than just trying to rush it into Ricky Puig. Memphis is here. There's Frenkie. All the way out wide right here to Mingueza, and I'll look for Memphis in the box. It'll fall to Ferran Torres, who just cannot get it under control. It's not going to be my day, gentlemen. It is not going to be my day today in the Europa League. We got ourselves through to one cup final with the first game, but with the last, we are going to deny ourselves the opportunity to get to another because nothing is going for me in this game against Lazio. I feel absolutely helpless. Inside there to Adnan Januzaj and forward to Immobile. He scored a fifth, but it won't count because he's offside. But with 20 minutes to go, with the game against Real Madrid a few days away, I'm giving up. I'm legit just giving up. You can have the victory. Congratulations. Congratulations, Lazio. The game is yours. I give up. Now I'm just resting people for El Clasico. We will concentrate on La Liga. Play the Copa del Rey final when it comes. But unfortunately, this season will be shorter than we hoped it would be. And with less trophies in it than we hoped there would be. Although, to be fair, if we win the Copa del Rey, it may actually have more trophies in it than we thought it might do at the very beginning of the season. So I can't complain too much. But we are disappointed, and rightly so, with not just the defeat, but the manner of it as well. Nicely played out to Pedro. Back to Marušić. Oh, around the corner nicely. And back there to Immobile. To Stegen with a big save. Well, not necessarily a big save. Just a save. It's not a big save when you're already 4-1 down, is it? It was an impressive save, though, and a good one nonetheless. Adnan Januzaj still trying to get the extra goal for Lazio to embarrass us yet further. Correa could be in here, but the pass is shite, as is that player's touch. Oh, that was... he tried to go for a shot. I was trying to take a touch with Correa and tackle the man, and he actually went for a shot. And when he does get the chance to shoot, he pisses it over the top of the bar. And Gavi looking for Dembele, who's in, and offside. Not that it matters, because the final whistle is gone, and we... crash and burn out of the Europa League. I have to smile because we're lucky that that's the only result that's gone like that this season. We could have had plenty of games like that this year. Unfortunately for us, it's in a knockout format where we won't get the chance to rectify anything. And unfortunately, that has now killed my manager rating. The board adjusted to saying win the cup for continental success and getting knocked out in the round of 16. It hasn't helped. It hasn't helped. We are going to get the Champions League place, though, of that I'm sure, for next season. We've already done that one. I hope to be able to get the streak there as well. So one of those two. And maybe if we do end up signing... Look, we signed it. I don't suppose youngsters from Brazil counts. Maybe I could go out and sign a couple of free agents that I'd only later release. I'm not sure. I don't know as I kind of want to cheat the system like that in this save. This has been more a save about realism, hasn't it? And cheating the system like that just, I don't feel, would suit the nature of this save. The save could be defined this season, at least, by the next game that we play, though. We're now 15 points inside the top 4, so a Champions League spot is pretty much guaranteed. But the title could be swinging either way with the next fixture. Real Madrid away is the next game, then Sevilla after that, and Levante following. kind of depends what happens over the next few games as regards, or next few episodes as regards what you guys decide for the cup final against Sevilla. If you'd like it to be a one-off video, then it absolutely can. I've not got a problem with that whatsoever. Just, I will do whatever you would like me to. For now, though, that's going to be all for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. Have a very good weekend. Hopefully you enjoy. I hope your football team wins. Hopefully my football team wins as well, as we're going away to Newcastle in the FA Cup with Cambridge United. And I shall be there up in the gods at St James's Park, freezing my balls off, hoping that we can pull off a cup upset. So wish me luck and warmth. I'll see you next time.